Physical Science Exam 2015, question 10. Some light bulbs globes contain a thin piece of wire called a filament, which acts as a resistor. The wire emits light when a large enough current passes through it, causing it to heat up. A physical science student built an electrical circuit to investigate the properties of the wire filament. Draw a circuit diagram, including the light globe, ammeter, voltmeter and power supply to show the electrical arrangement, experimental arrangement. Alright, well, let's see. Let's start up with the power supply. Power supply, that's going to be the positive side. We'll have that going through from there. Have a conductive pathway coming through. And we'll have the bulb coming through. Now, in order to measure the current that's going through this, we're going to have an ammeter there. And so, as the charge flows through the circuit, the speed at which it flows through the circuit will be managed by the ammeter. Now, as this charge comes through, it's been energized by the battery, comes through here. Some of that energy is being converted into light and heat by the bulb. So we're going to measure the difference between the voltage, which is the joules per coulomb, by putting that voltmeter in parallel with the bulb. Now, you could just as easily, in this case, put the voltmeter across the battery. It doesn't matter because this is the source and this is the sink. There's only one of each, so anywhere that you put this around, so long as one part of the voltmeter is on this side and the other part is on this side, then you'll be okay. Good. Student recorded the following results. Voltage and the current. Plot the experimental results on the graph. So, alright, let's have a look here. We've got current along the bottom. We're going up from 0.1 to 0.43, so I'll make that 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5. And the voltage is going from 0.5 up to 3. So 0.5, 1.0, actually there are three significant figures, 1.50, 2.00, 2.50, 3.00. Okay, 0.5 is 0.1, bang, put there, circle around it. Voltage 1, and that's going to be 0.2, so we're going to there, bang, straight through there. 1.5 to 0.3, that's going to be there, all looking good so far. 2 to there, and that's going to be 0.4. I made the assumption there, oops, look at that, nice straight line, I assumed it was going to go there. Right, 2.4 is going to be at 0.42, which is going to be each of these is 0.02, so it's going to be 0.42 to there, and that's going to be 0.43 to there. Okay, so we'll see how we go from there. What's the next part of the question? Question 10 continued. Calculate the resistance of the wire filament for the voltage range 0.5 volts to 2 volts. So 0.5 volts up to 2 volts. So what we need to do is we need to calculate the over there. Calculate the resistance of the wire filament. So the resistance, if we bring back our information sheet, look down here in the electricity section, resistance V equals IR. So I'll just put V equals IR. Oh, bit of slope there. And if we go through with that, then the resistance is going to equal to V on I, as we know. And this is the voltage, and this is the current. So the voltage over the current is going to be the slope of that graph. Slope equals resistance. So what it has here, it goes through from 0. So the rise would be 2 over the run, which would be 0.4. So resistance equals rise over run, which equals 2.00 over 0.4. And if we do that, I reckon we're going to get what are results we're going to get? We're going to get 2 divided by 0.4. We're going to get 5. So the resistance, and what do we measure resistance in, is going to be in 5 ohms. So what happens to the resistance of the wire filament for voltages greater than 2 volts? No calculations are required. Well, if we go back here and have a look, we can see that the slope of that graph is greatly increasing. And the slope of the graph is greatly increasing. Slope of graph greatly increases, therefore resistance greatly increases. Suggest a reason for this change in resistance of the wire filament at higher currents. Well, I mean, this is just an idea. You can throw some ideas around here. So long as you come up with a sensible idea, then you'll probably get 1 mark. Like I might say that the resistive or the resistance increases with increased temperature of the filament. Now that may or may not be correct, but no one could suggest that there wasn't a good reason as to why it would happen. You just ask for your opinion, and that's what you get. Okay.